Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Denson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So Auburn's offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Florida! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So here comes the Auburn offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Culliver. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Denson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Pile up on 2nd and a long way to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got room to work. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. is ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense.
Turning it on. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all running
Room in the middle. He's at the touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So here comes the Auburn offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Setting up the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Culliver. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun. Wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Newell. Good call. Good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking for a man. It's Culliver. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming.
First down for the offense.
Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Culliver. Under fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Holds it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quickly complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has Back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many. At halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Going to the run to start this second half. Gets it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Gators will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. The throw. Got his man to the left. Running free. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here's the give off the left side. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Finds space on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Ripping through the defense. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sideline, it's Averill. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Just keep slinging it. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That's caught. It's Denson. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They think there's room to run to the right here. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to run it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Gets it to the back. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Sweet cut there. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Back to the ground game on the left. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release by the QB. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick pass on the jet motion. Slithers into space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups.
Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. Trying to get there by himself, and he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
A run for the quarterback. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
So here comes the Auburn offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Going with the ground game left. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. give to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people pointed